All right, so that was Story Time, and they're a Perth band. So the first song I wanted to play was from their album, The Sonic Adventures of Mr. Sumo, and then this album and this song was Crystal Journey. That Crystal Journey, the waves travelling down the coast. If anyone's been to Perth and down Margaret River Way and just travelling down that coast, it's so raw. It's so different from here. You really need to hunt for your waves. It's not as easy as just driving down the road and checking all the brakes. You need to know what's going on. I spent a lot of time in the car and a lot of failed surf trips and drive around for 2 hours, but absolutely scored also. So I didn't have I picked up a twin fin from Cash Converters at the time. I think it cost me $80, and that was my go-to board. And rode a few bigger days down there, which it probably wasn't great, but it got me by. And yeah. All right, so yeah, they were a three-piece band as well, and for that sound and energy, yeah, pretty bloody amazing. All right, song 5. This will be the last song, and then we'll have a little intermission, have a bite to eat, and then we'll move on from there. So, all right, 1999, 22 years old. I've got my EH, the car in my dreams. Sedan. Yeah. Worked my ass off. Got the car. Put it on I was going to drive it back, but ended up putting it on a truck. Brought it back, and scored a job actually at Crowley Village in Ballina, and it was my first kitchen job where I was actually going to be doing the cooking and that, and I was all excited and hoping to be able to give these oldies something better than fucking mashy peas and mashed potato and that. So I was pumped for this job. So I jumped in my car and I was driving the first day, and ended up driving along, and a Batson sand and gravel truck, double loaded, fully loaded, runs through a give way sign, and everything slowed down. I was heading straight for under the tray, and I had the option. I thought I'll either put my foot down and I try and get around this, and I cop the brunt on the passenger side. Otherwise, I'm dead if I go straight under this thing. So I did that. I went around, and sure enough, I've got around. The truck's hit me on the passenger side, and there's a car coming the other way. Spins me around, hit the other car, and everything slowed down. The front windscreen smashed, the back door was off. I sort of looked at myself and was like, fuck, I think I'm okay. Jumped out of the car, and all of a sudden there was people everywhere, and they was like, nah, sit back down, and ambulance came and took me in, checked me out. I fucked my shoulder pretty bad, but anyway, I got out of it not too bad. The car was a write-off, but for myself, I wasn't too bad. My shoulder's still fucked today, drops down, but besides that, it was all right. So I was devastated. My dream car, my dream job, starting fresh, was all in tatters, and I was pretty down and out. I'd worked really hard, and this is where I bring back to the, you got to have some bad to get the good. And anyway, insurance, I ended up getting paid out. I ended up getting another EH that was better than the one I had. I picked it up at Billy Nudgel off a lady, had only been in the family, It had the original paint. It was all original. It was amazing. It was a beautiful car. And the payout gave me enough money, because I was living week to week, as we all do at that age. Mum, single parent, she didn't have much money either, and so I got this payout, and I was like, I had a couple of mates that had just gone overseas. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going overseas. So I booked a ticket to London, and it was going to be my first time overseas. I was 23 years old, and I remember sitting in the airport, and there was a lot of emotions going on, and I actually played this song, I reckon, about 5 times, and I had my sunnies on, and I was sitting in the corner, I was having a little cry to myself, and they were happy tears. It was just the unknown, travelling on a big adventure. I had some mates over there, but I still had to get, from A to B and travel around and do all that. So it was pretty daunting for me at the time. But this song is still one of my favourites today. And it's a belter. I love it. So I'll put it on for you.